What's up, YouTube? It's your boy RushMoreRick, and we're back with another reaction video. We're reacting to Halle Bailey career is over after DDG exposed her plot to kill him. It's a long ass title, but we here. Let's tap in.
A couple of weeks ago, Halle Bailey dropped a petition with the courts for a restraining order
Oh, my
in
alarm
an
going
attempt
off.
to
Hold up,
ruin
yo.
and destroy DDG's career. DDG finally responded back to that restraining order, and not only did he prove that he's not the aggressor, but that Halle Bailey is actually a monster. I can't be the only one who noticed this trend. The women who are in scandals for being accused of lying on their spouses all have connection to the same group. Who that group is, figure it out yourself, because apparently they the boogeyman, bro, that you can't speak about on YouTube or else your channel get deleted.
Yeah, and if y'all ain't, know what I'm saying, if y'all ain't been on the internet chronically and you don't know who's responsible for backing these women and the claims and the accusations behind them, I'm not gonna say their name either. Shit, I'm a small channel. I ain't trying to get my shit sniped, and you know what I'm saying, had to start over from the ground up. But do your research, do your history, and you know what I'm saying, educate yourself, because the niggas that's behind them is these niggas are dangerous.
Whoever is managing her plans almost worked. The world almost believed DDG was a monster until the
not I. You got to see through certain people's shit. Certain people, they'll tell you one thing and the internet run with it, but at the same time, if you don't do your own due diligence, you'll fall victim easily. But nah, I wasn't fooled. I wasn't easily swayed. I be knowing what's up.
The real receipts dropped. Now let's just rewind a little bit and let me remind you guys of exactly what Halle accused DDG of. Right now, she would claim that DDG would chip her tooth and bruise her arms, and she would actually show the pictures of, I guess, the bruises and the chipped tooth. Here are the bruises. Again, this is pretty consistent with him grabbing her and trying to pull her from out the vehicle that he apparently didn't want her in because he was trying to leave and he felt like she was stalling. She also showed the chipped tooth, which you can see, yeah, there's parts of it, but these don't come across as bruises where, yo, he was like
giving her the beats. That whole initial fight when they put the story out on her behalf, how that took place, the whole thing didn't even really make sense. Cause how you go from being in the back seat and then y'all start fighting and then he grabs your head and he's banging your head on the steering wheel, and the only thing you come up with is a fragment of a chipped tooth. My nigga, I have a chipped tooth, and I tell you how I got it. You don't get it from something so minor as just a little, oh, he banged my head on the steering wheel type. Like, you don't, no, you got to put some pain in for that chipped tooth.
Just wailing on you. Like, this come across as bruises that was occurred in a tussle, right? Like a tussle, like it was a violent tussle, but this don't come across as if, yo, he was Chris Brown in you, because that's a different level of violence. But nonetheless, though, men shouldn't be putting their hands on women.
And that's also
call
true.
The police. She's also in the restraining order painting DDG as an absolute weirdo. On top of the physical incident, she's painting DDG like he's like Jeffrey Dahmer's, bro. Like, he's doing some weird stuff, bro. Like, he's like creeping through like the cat hole, trying to get into the home, taking pictures of an empty bed. Like, he's doing some weird stuff according to her. Now, again, this is her view of the situation. This is her account of what happened. DDG hasn't spoken yet, but she's painting this man like a weirdo in this restraining order. She would say in March, before DDG filmed the video that we shown earlier in this video of him claiming that Halle is keeping his son away from him. So she would claim that DDG actually creeped her out when he showed up at her home, entered without permission, went to her bedroom and texted a pic of Halle's empty bed to her along with a text, "Now I know what you've been on." So apparently the bed was ruffled up a little bit, so DDG thought she was getting her cheeks clapped up. Halle says she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of sleeping with other people. Now, I'm not sure what her response was. She don't say. All right, she don't deny it, so I don't know. 4 days later, she claimed he really exploded when he came back to her house. Halle told him she and the baby were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave the home. And she claims that's when he got verbally blank, smashed her Ring camera, and ran away with Halle's phone. Now, here's the interesting part, bro. And here's the part where DDG is kind of cooked if this is true. As he drove off, she claims that DDG threw the phone out his window and yelled to her, "Go get it, B." The incident prompted Halle to go file a police report, and she says she also has a ring footage to back up her side of the story. If she got that ring footage, dog, if she got that ring footage like she says she does, it might be raps, bro. I'll be real, homie. This is also a custody battle, too. The reason why she was incentivized to show DDG as the worst person possible was because she wanted a judge to grant that restraining order and to grant her sole custody. The judge granted an emergency restraining order until DDG could respond and granted her an emergency sole custody. DDG response is she not only did things to him, but she's unfit to be in sole custody of their child, and he believes that he deserves primary custody of the kid because she's unstable.
I just want to say, like, for as big as the public is making a situation like this, I feel like this is every. I don't want to be ignorant when I say this, but this is like every every nigga with his bitch relationship. Honestly, like people go through this on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? As unfortunate as the situation is, a lot of couples go through shit like this where the kids get involved, custody battles happen all the time. The only difference is that these two people are famous. But at the same time, both of these niggas, I'm pretty sure, aren't perfect. Both of them are, you know what I'm saying, a little delusional, a little crazy. It almost seems like they meant for each other. But at the same time, this is what is, it's not common, or it shouldn't be common in most relationships. But a lot of stuff like this does happen. Like if you actually been in a relationship where you've put some time in with a person, you've had kind of some instances where, you know what I'm saying, you're not seeing eye to eye with a person. It happens. Now, certain people take shit too far. In this situation, I feel like they both taking things a little bit too far, and it gets a little tricky when a kid get involved, obviously. But at the same time, like this shit is not nothing new. Especially if you've been in a relationship, you understand this is not nothing new.
And I believe he proved his entire point. The first thing DDG really highlighted is that this restraining order that Halle Bailey seeked against him is entirely manipulation. It's manipulation to ruin his career and to get sole custody of the kid. Because he shows not only do Halle not need to be protected from him, but he's the one that needs to be protected from Halle. DDG would accuse Halle of unauthorized surveillance and stalking via Apple AirTags. Now, Halle Bailey allegedly placed multiple AirTags in DDG's vehicles and belongings to track his movements without his consent, constituting unauthorized surveillance and stalking specifically. In June of 2023, an AirTag was found beneath the back seat of DDG's Maybach, discovered after Halle Bailey showed up.
That's rich baby mom shit, if you ask me. All these fucking different AirTags, you just buying AirTags and just dumping them bitches in places that you think DDG gonna be at. That's some petty rich baby mom shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Uninvited at a movie theater where DDG was with a female friend. DDG and Halle is broken up at this point. DDG can move on with his life, so he did. He took a girl that he was dating out on a date. Halle Bailey found out and caused absolutely chaos. DDG mom was there that night, and she actually gave a statement to the court, and this is the first-hand statement from someone who was present. So Halle Bailey has shown up uninvited to a movie theater in Beverly Hills where he was attending a film with a female friend. Petitioner called me directly that night, angry, stating that she knew Daryl was at the movies and made threats to F him up. George and I drove to the theater out of concern for Daryl's safety. When we arrived, they saw Halle outside the theater, visibly upset and attempting to confront and physically fight the woman he was with. Now, the mom says, I personally intervened to help de-escalate the situation. The next day, George, Daryl, and the mom thoroughly searched the Maybach and found an Apple AirTag hidden underneath the back seat. The discovery clarified for everyone how Halle was able to track DDG's location to the movie theater. The severity.
You don't even need the AirTag. This nigga live every fucking day on Twitch. Just go pull up the stream. What the fuck?
And sickness of what just happened don't really register to a lot of people because it's a woman doing it to a man. If it was a man stalking his ex, putting AirTags in her vehicles, tracking her down, stopping her from dating, trying to confront any man she's talking to, that person will be called a sicko. They will be disavowed. They will be ostracized by everybody, and their career in Hollywood would essentially be over. This to me,
one thing I noticed is he's right. Like if this whole situation was flipped on his head and it was like the man stalking the woman with the countless air tags, threatening to beat up every boy that she go on a date with, that nigga would be ostracized and he would be shunned from society. He would be deemed a crazy man. He will be deemed the stalker, loser, ex-boyfriend that just, he lost his bitch and he just can't get her back. But at the same time, when it's a woman doing it, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's never the same energy behind that. And you'll drive yourself crazy trying to fight for equality on all levels, on all those type of levels anyway. But at the same time, it's a society thing where it's socially acceptable for women to do certain things and men to not do certain things, or men doing the certain things that women are socially accepted doing. You know what I'm saying? He get looked at crazy. He get criticized. He get chastised. He get, you know what I'm saying, depending on how big your star is and how big, well, yeah, basically how big your star is, how known you are. You know what I'm saying? That could be a career ender for a person like him or a person like her. You know what I'm saying? She's a multi-million-dollar actor, singer, songwriter. He's a multi-million-dollar content creator, rapper. You know what I'm saying? Twitch streamer, however you want to say it. Like, both of these niggas have careers that if they're doing shit like this and this gets proven, like this court case is going to hurt one of their careers. You know what I'm saying? Because this is becoming so public. So like this shit is going to leave. It's going to do some damage to whoever wins, and also to whoever loses too.
he was the most concerning part of the quote unquote stalking. They found a pet air tag that was used to track pets. They found it in the baby's diaper bag, in Halo's diaper bag, hiding underneath the cardboard lining. This is the tracker in the first picture. Is like a Hello Kitty tracker. And when you look it up on Amazon, it literally tells you this is a tracker for pets. And I wonder who she learned that from. I wonder who gave her the game of tracking. We're not going to reference you know who. We're not going to reference the boogeyman of YouTube that we can't really speak on. But I wonder where she got the idea to track. It's not like there's a lawsuit with people associated with her who's currently being sued for doing the exact same thing to their loved ones. I don't know, bruh. You see this smile? It looks innocent, right? But nah, bruh, this chick is one of...
Nah, you gotta see through it. I'm telling you, man. Women, it's a lot of women who you think look innocent, who you think look friendly, beautiful, however you want to describe them on the surface. But when you get to know them and you get to know their mind, they're capable of doing some heinous shit. I'm telling you. And they won't even think twice about it. Like, once a woman sees you in that light where she feel like she want to fuck you up or she want to do anything to ruin your life, don't count her out, because it's possible. She'll be willing to take it there. And there's a lot of women who are like that. They get
most
nasty,
destructive,
bro.
evil, maniacal people I think I ever witnessed on the internet, because it didn't just stop at tracking. She tried to put our boy DDG on a shirt. She really tried to send this man to Tupac. So
Answer the fucking phone. Answer the fucking phone. I'm gonna try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing, Daryl.
she's telling him, answer the phone, answer the phone. I'm not playing. I'm going to try this one more time. Answer the phone, making threats. He responds back with, I just want to be left alone, please. She responds back with, I'm calling for help. I have a knife. So she begins to threaten him with the knife. And you know what happens, bruh? DDG asks, you have a knife for what? Why do you have a knife? He soon found out why she had the knife. He would allege that Halle attacked him with the knife, and he actually suffered a pretty deep cut on his hand. The only thing going through my head as I'm reading this is the nerve. The nerve. That woman really went to them folks' courthouse and wasted their time, bruh. She really went to the LA courthouse, filed an emergency restraining order with these
But I don't think it's her. It's the people. It's the people behind her. You know what I'm saying? The people who are trying to protect her image, protect her brand. You know what I'm saying? It's this shit get deep, bro. And there's a lot of niggas behind the scenes that don't like don't like when you playing with their money. She's somebody's money. You know what I'm saying? She ain't just a fucking mermaid, innocent black mom, baby mom. She's not. That's somebody's money that they're playing with. You know what I'm saying? It's my alarm again, yo. Hold up. I gotta pause this because we about to go to the gym soon. So that's my gym alarms. Hold up.
Court receipts that DDG was this horrible person who was stalking her and putting hands on her, only to find out that you are the culprit. It's as if she was confident that he wouldn't respond, that he was just going to sit back and allow her to ruin his career. She must have known these receipts existed. Or did she not think that he was taking pictures or documenting everything she was doing?
I feel like she knew they existed, but at the same time, certain people don't think that you got the balls to pull their cards. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm pretty sure some shit happened behind the scenes. Is like, we're gonna do this because go threaten him that if he was to release this, then something could happen potentially. You know what I'm saying? Because she knew in the back of her mind, or even on the front of her mind, that this evidence that you looking crazy, you saying some diabolical things, you threatening to not only harm him but harm yourself because y'all had a falling out. She knew that this shit existed, right? So it's like she must have really thought that he wouldn't pull that card. She must have been told and comforted and consoled that, oh, DDG, he won't do anything like this. He's not capable of doing that. He won't tarnish your image. He cares too much about your image to put out shit that'll make you look crazy, to make you look unfit to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But this nigga, you know what I'm saying? He got the balls to do it, and he did it. You gotta fight fire with fire, and that's what he's doing. You can't be mad at it.
This is absurd. Now, she's just not a danger to DDG, but she's also a danger to their baby. May 12th of 2024, an incident took place that I believe after this incident, Halle should never have primary custody. Like DDG needs custody of their kid before something go horribly wrong. So on the 12th, she's texting DDG because apparently she wants to spend time with him. She says, I just thought we'd do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello, question mark. Now it's Mother's Day, but they're not together. They're not in a relationship. She wants to spend time with him. He's not obligated to spend time with her. It's Mother's Day. So he says, if you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. That's because he realized that she took his gun when she was leaving. DDG writes, I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun. That gun has no safety. If the first thing you do when you're an emotional wreck or you don't get your way or you become sad is you go for a gun to do something stupid to yourself, that son, this Halo should be in DDG's custody, bro. DDG should have full custody of his son because one parent is obviously an emotional wreck. One parent obviously have no self-control, so the father deserves to take over. This is insane. It sucks. And DDG is begging her, please, don't do something stupid, please. And it's not until I think he threatened to call the police like about 5 times before she finally answers. He said, put it down. That's nothing to play with. She responds back with, you have ruined me. These chicks be having your baby and think you owe them everything. They have your kid and think that your life is now centered around them. No, your life is centered around that baby. So when she says, in all my happiness, your happiness ain't his priority. Yo, she's out here going off, bro, talking about you're the only help I used to have. And that's kind of crazy because she had a crazy support system when it came to tearing down DDG. When she filed that lawsuit, everyone came out the woodworks, including her family, to support her, to go against DDG. But when it comes to what really matters, the only person helping her was DDG. So if she tries to shame him for getting money, like, bro, this man is trying to become famous to get money, so you don't have leverage over him. From these messages, the cycle is pretty apparent. They can be a family. He can see his son as long as he does things that don't piss her off. But the minute she goes online and sees DDG moving on or hanging out with another chick, in this case, when DDG went to Mexico with another person, she apparently lost it. And all of a sudden, he can't see his kid no more. She's being vindictive. So she writes, how could you openly talk ish about me to all your family and all the women you want to sleep with? You want to ruin me, and you succeeded. Now, first off, I thought Halle was this super intelligent, super educated woman. Why does she type like this? This message thread between Halle and DDG shows that this chick is an absolute psycho, bruh. So she's going on, I called because I needed help, because you've shown time and time again that you just don't care. Whatever I decided to do is none of your concern. Just leave me in peace. So these are like dog whistles for, oh, I'll do something to myself. So then he writes.
But I feel like if you, like I said, if you've been in a relationship with certain, like for a certain time, you understand that a lot of women do and say things that aren't logical all the time. They, you know what I'm saying, they react emotionally. As do, I don't even want to say just women, but people in general, they react emotionally, especially when you have a fight with a partner. But in this case, I'm not gonna lie, these text threads do look a little crazy. And then I don't know if I'm the only person that's seeing all this misspelling. I'm thinking she's drunk texting. If that's the case too, if a person that you know, if the moment they become like emotionally like shaken, they start tapping the bottle, they start drinking. That's not a stable person to be having sole custody of a child, if you ask me. That's what I got it. Like I've seen a few people give their take on it, and nobody's questioning like the major misspelling and blaming it on something. I'm thinking if you're misspelling a whole bunch of words while you're texting, I think you're that mad, you're that angry, or you're drunk. You're under the influence. You gotta be. It's not really no in between, because it's illogical. We all have fucking. I have an iPhone. If I text the slightest incorrect form of a word, them motherfuckers change it for me. You got to be so thrown off of your mental to be like, misspelling shit.
Right. I came there to check on you. For you to act like you're gonna do something to yourself to make me feel some type of way is manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do nothing like that. She puts, I never thought you would leave either. Guess I didn't know you at all. So she's equating him leaving her to live his life but still want to be in his son's life. He just don't want to be with her anymore. She's equating that to apparently the logical solution for him moving on.
And that is, I will say, DDG is right, and I'm glad he said it in the text. Like, he called out what that was. Any person that, like, say you're dealing with them, if their immediate result to something, like if they're not, how can I put it? If their immediate go-to is like oh, I'm gonna hurt myself, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, it's the ultimate form of manipulation. It's the ultimate form of I'm gonna do or say whatever I can just to make you feel away, just so I feel away. You know what I'm saying? People that just do anything to hurt you or make you feel hurt. That's the ultimate form of manipulation, bro. And I'm glad he called that out when it happened.
And dating other people is, I'm going to manipulate you with harm to myself so you can't sleep well at night because you're worrying about me. This chick is psycho, right? So it continues. Bro, you can see where he says, you literally told me to leave. This push and pull issue you keep doing is childish. You keep threatening to leave me alone and saying you can F with somebody else. I'm not sticking around for that. So, you see, again, it's more messages, okay? Again, more threats. I'm going to call you one more time. Just how she talks, like she speaks as if she's like the authority in his life, as if he's not a grown man, bruh. And then it goes, you don't want to be with me, that's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who is going to demean me.
See, it's just like the constant, like if you're looking at the messages, it's just constant manipulation, gaslight, manipulation, gaslight. It's just like that tug and war of both, and neither one of those are good to do, and the evidence is stacking up against her really, really bad, really, really bad.
Like that, I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode. But when I die, don't say ish. That's her go-to. Her go-to is always making these threats.
And it's kind of surprising me because that ain't really black girl shit. You know what I'm saying? That whole go-to to killing yourself is white girl shit. Like, that's not like really what we do on this side of the culture. You know what I'm saying? In our side of the culture, we have more fights in our relationships than I feel like anybody. Us and Latino couples, but at the same time, we don't really be pulling that whole I'm gonna off myself card. And she seems to keep spamming that shit as if it's something that works. Or she knows how to trigger DDG. She knows how to reel him back in. So I'm gonna keep using this because I know this. If I say this, you take my word serious enough to to come back to me. That's how she's using it in my eyes.
Don't come to my funeral or anything. F you. This woman is highly manipulative. Highly manipulative, bruh.
All women, all of them.
Highly. And to think that she dropped that petition knowing that these receipts existed to what? To tear down DDG? Yo, I feel like she's gotten to a point, bro, where she's so psychotic that she's just making decisions not really knowing what she's doing.
And I don't think it's her though. At the same time, like it's not. Me personally, I don't think it's her making these decisions. I think it's whoever is in charge of keeping the image and the brand of Halle Bailey clean is doing this. They're responsible for this. She doesn't really have a choice but to follow suit with this because, you know what I'm saying? It's her reputation that's on the line, and they want to protect her because, like I said, she is money to some of these people. She's not just a person that they have her best interests at heart. No, she is a paycheck, and if she gets ruined by something like this, then that's lost money. And these niggas in these higher ups in these corporations, they don't like losing money. They don't like taking losses. You know what I'm saying? They don't like their investments plummeting. So, then shit like this happens.
Right. Because to file that petition against DDG, asking for a restraining order, knowing you were the culprit, you were the one who's the problem, F you. I'd be happy that these are the last texts you get from me. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yo, I can't even read anymore, okay? If you guys want the full link to...
There's no need to read anymore. The proof is in the pudding.
This particular document, drop your emails in the comment section. I would try to I would try to send out the full document. I know it's pretty hard for people to find this document stuff. They only see snippets of it. So if you want the full document, just drop your email. I'll send.
Or why don't you just link the document in the comments and niggas could click on it and then go to it.
To all of you guys so y'all can read the full document for yourselves. It's about 92 pages. It'll be a good read for the night, man. But, yo, this is unfortunate. This is sad, man. DDG almost had his career ruined by a lie. And there's no coincidence, man. Megan Thee Stallion, Halle Bailey, they're being represented by similar parties, man. Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? Do you guys feel like DDG is doing something wrong? Or is he the victim? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video.
One thing I will say is, you know what I'm saying? No matter what people say, no matter what people put out, the truth always prevails. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is done in the dark always comes to the light. It's your boy RushMoreRick, and we're out of here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to put out probably 3 or 4 videos today. Make sure you binge the rest of the videos on the channel, and we out of here. Deuces.